Hi, do you like my collar and do you want to know how to make one? If so, you're in the right place. You're watching Fina Makes. My name's Serafina and I'm going to show you how to make a flat statement collar pattern like this one. So for this, I'm going to draw myself a collar. It's useful to have a sketch of what you want to achieve. So if you want to have that shape, and then also draw the back. So you could either have a collar that meets in the middle, or you could have a collar that goes all the way around. I am going to go for one that meets in the middle so that I've got two separate pieces. That's my front, that's my back. This is to keep you focused. So what you want to do is draw your front block. So you just want to go, or pattern, so you just want to go round to about here, from here to about here. That's your front. We just need the neckline for a reference. Make sure your neckline is as you want it. If you want to drop the neckline a little bit on the block, then do so. Next, you want to get your back and place it to the front. So what we want is this shape here. But for a flat collar, we want to overlap the shoulders a little bit, because if it was completely flat, you'd end up with it waving around the shoulder. If you overlap them, it sits snugger to the neckline. So what we want to do is overlap these two. I recommend starting with about 1 inch. So from nothing here, 0 to 2.5 or 1 inch. Draw your line in. Because remember, your collar's probably not going to the shoulder, and if it is, it's not going to hurt for it to be a little bit snug. Then what you want to do is, from 0, pivot your block to touch. So I'm ignoring this bit because I've got a dart here. If I folded that shut, I'd have a straight line. So I'm just going to pay attention to this bit here, and then finish drawing your block. Because you have pivoted it, you're going to end up with a point. So smooth that off. And that's the line you're going to be using to draft your collar. So fill in the gaps. How wide do you want it to sit on the shoulder? Fill in that information. So the true shoulder is now somewhere here. So we want to go, I want to go about that for my shoulder. I'm going to draft it in blue so you can see. Then for the front, decide if you want a gap or if you want it to meet in the middle. I want it to meet in the middle, so I'm going to go to there. And then I want my shape to be somewhere there, I think. Draft it in pencil and then decide. And then for the back, I want to come round and I want to have it about that big. I'm going to draft it in pencil first. And then fill it in pen. So I want to bring it up to there. You'll find at this stage you can true the shape. And then use your wrist to draw the curve. So I want to come down that way, that way. When you're happy with the shape, finish it off with a final pen or pencil line. Then you're ready to trace that off. So here's the collar shape traced off. What you want to do is mark your grain line on it. So I tend to go somewhere across the middle, because I don't want this to be on the bias. I don't want this to be on the bias any more than the other one. So I generally go right in the centre of the shape so that you've got kind of like, it's more or less symmetrical if it's that kind of shape. If your collar is joined at the back, you want to do a grain line at the back. If it's joined at the front, do it at the front. That is your statement collar. So what did you think? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked this tutorial, hit the like button and click the little bell thingy so that you get notifications when I release new tutorials. You can also subscribe to be the first to hear when I release new videos. So I'll see you soon.